Hi, I'm Emily Hartzog, Vice President with Chartwell Agency. In today's Chartwell Agency vlog, we're talking about website copy. Part art, part science, we're going to give you 5 tips to make your website copy sing. Tip number 1, remember who you're writing for. Your website is probably the first impression that many of your clients, your team members, donors, prospects, others are interacting with your brand. So some of those lessons from your essay classes about never ending a sentence with a preposition, or you can't start a sentence with an and or a but, that can kind of go out the window with your website copy because it's really a chance for you to have a conversation with these really important people. It's also super important that you remember to use the language of the people viewing your website. Why? That's because search engines love when the content on your site matches the content of those keyword searches. So the more you can align the two, the better your website copy will be. Tip number 2, make it shorter. I think one of the Achilles heels for most marketers is we love to tell stories and we love words. Well, words on the website can sometimes be our downfall. When you're writing for website copy, you have to remember that many of us are viewing the websites on small mobile devices. So that paragraph that looks pretty accessible on a brochure becomes really long when you're viewing it on an iPhone or another cell phone device. So making it short, find ways to say exactly what you want to say in as few words as possible. We also know we all have little attention spans, so get to it quickly and then get out. Tip number 3, break it up. People who visit websites aren't reading long paragraphs of text. Think of the way you consume content when you visit a website. You're roughly skimming and scrolling, catching major headlines, maybe looking at images. You need to take that website copy and break it up and make it very skimmable. That way, as people on their devices or even on their desktops are scrolling, scanning through your page, they're hitting the highlights and their eyes are able to move around the page to hit the high points. They're probably not going to read large paragraphs of text, but they will read your headlines, check out an infographic, or browse through a bulleted list. So break it up. Step number 4, tell them what you want them to do. Most people viewing your website are learning a little bit about you and then they want to do something with that information. So as you write your website copy, be sure to incorporate very clear calls to action on every page. That may be contact us to learn more, download our white paper, fill out this form. Whatever it is, make sure that the call to action is easy to access, is very clear, and aligns directly with the information you've just provided. Tell them what you want them to do. Tip number 5, be consistent. Consistency is important not only for the design of your website, but for the way your copy is written. Knowing the information you want to present and presenting that information in a very consistent structure makes the website experience better for your visitors. They know that every page is roughly formatted the same way. They know to look for the headline, they know to look for the body copy, they know there's going to be images or infographics, and then it's going to finish with a clear call to action. That consistency page to page feels good to users, and it also makes it easy for you as a web copywriter to have very consistent experience throughout the whole site. Be consistent and your web visitors will thank you. A good website relies on great website copy and very thoughtful design. And website copywriting is different than other forms of content. Hopefully, with these 5 tips, you can be more confident in writing website copy that works for you. If you would like a little help or some insight on what makes website copy sing, please feel free to contact us at chartwell-agency.com. We look forward to hearing from you.